The hive city of Vorthrax bleeds quietly. Entire districts fall silent as the unseen dominion, led by the silent tyrant, stalk the streets from the shadows, harvesting victims with surgical cruelty. Drawn by both duty and darker secrets, the Dark Angels deploy into the hive to end the Xenos hunt and recover something lost in the city. As the streets empty and the lights die, hunter and hunted close in on one another, and the city becomes a killing ground of silence and sudden death. Let's go to war. Hello everyone, welcome back to Daily Dice. I'm Sam, and today I'm with my main man, Chuey. How's it going, Chuey?
Great, yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me back on again.
It's always good to have you back on, mate. It's always good to have you back on, because today you're bringing an army that you haven't had on the channel for a while, your Dark Angels.
Yeah, I believe it was the first army I brought to you.
Yeah.
All those years ago.
First army, yeah, against my old orcs, wasn't
Yes, it was, yeah. Good game that.
And you've got a complete firstborn Space Marine army here?
Yes. Dark Angels were the first army I started back in 2nd edition, and by the time Primaris came out, I had about 12,000 points of Dark Angels, and I just thought, you know what, there's no reason to change them and include Primaris. I'm just happy to keep them firstborn as they are. Yeah,
definitely, and I think firstborn armies like yours have a lot of charm as well. I really like, I really do like seeing a firstborn army. It's very nostalgic to look at. So.
It is.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. You've got a very elite army, very slow elite, and I've got a very fast, plenty of boots on the ground army. I'm bringing the Drukhari, the Unseen Dominion, very unlucky so far on the channel, so let's hope today's the day they might be able to pip a win, who knows. But I am a little bit scared, I'm not going to lie. I'm always scared of like heavy Terminator lists, especially ones with -1 damage.
Yeah, and first turn deep strikes.
In first turn deep strikes, so maybe I'm not the fast army here. But yeah, looking forward to this one, mate. It should be fun.
Yes.
Before we start, big shout out to the members as always. There you are, you absolute legends, you gods amongst men. I really do appreciate all of yous. Them donations every month massively help. I'm hoping to give a little bit back to the members, because at the minute it's basically you're just donating to help out the channel. And I feel like you're not actually getting anything for it really, besides from obviously my battle reports on YouTube, which you couldn't see if you're not a member. So me and Chuey have been in talks, and I'm wanting to do some boarding actions. We're going to try and record quite a few games a go. So maybe like 2 or 3 games instead of one 40k game. And I'm just going to do them for members only. I might wait till the new rules come out. I know the 500 Worlds have some new rules coming out, so I might wait for that, then start trickling them in. And it might just be 1 game a month at first, maybe 1 every 2 months, but it's just something to give back, just to say thank you for them donations. If you want to become a member, click the join button down below, or I'll leave a link in the description. If not, just like, subscribe, and comment, things like that, and hype, that's the new one. And that really helps with the algorithm as well. So before we start the game, big shout out to Rogue Miniatures, a commission company that does a lot for Daily Dice. They've done this whole battlefield, pretty much a terrain for me. So I've made a little video for them. Check them out and do not skip it. Hello everyone, I just want to talk a little bit about Rogue Miniatures. They're a UK-based commission company that focuses on above tabletop standard commissions. They've done commissions for Daily Dice, as you'll see on the screen right now, and they've always gone above and beyond to make sure I'm getting exactly what I signed up for. Look at that Demon Prince. Yeah, you know Lilith is ready to do some ripping and tearing. They also have an easy to navigate website where you can find the different services they offer. And don't hesitate to drop them a message for a free quote and use the code DailyDice10 for a 10% discount. They also have a sister company called Blasted Miniatures, where you can get a more tabletop standard paint job if that's the type of thing you're after. And last but not least, they now have a podcast called Rogue and Blasted, where they talk about things hobby related, and you can get to know the people behind Rogue Miniatures. Out now on YouTube. So don't hesitate to drop them a message for a free quote today. And don't forget to use DailyDice10 for that 10% discount. Here we go, Drukhari fans. 2,000 points of the Unseen Dominion, led by the Silent Tyrant himself. Dun dun duh. He dies every game, and this army has the worst luck known to man. So it's the least scary army in the world. But I'm delving into the new detachments today from the Codex. I've been wanting to use the new detachments for a while, but the very tailored one's Homunculus Coven detachment. I have no Homunculus Coven units. One's a witch detachment. I do have some witches, but not enough to fill out that detachment, the Spectacle of Spite. So today we're using Kabbalite Cartel. So Kabbalite Cartel only benefits Cabal units and Hired Blade units, which is everything besides from them 5 Venoms on the left. Everything else has that keyword. So what you do, beginning of the game, I pick one of 3 things. So I get a contract out on this unit. A character, so my whole army, you know what I mean when I say whole army, everything besides from them 5 Venoms, gets precision against that unit to try and kill the character. That's pretty rubbish, to be fair. Then there's one where if I pick a mounted unit or an infantry unit, my whole army gets sustained hits against all the enemy mounted infantry units until the contracted unit dies. So you're in this weird position where you're not wanting to kill your contracted unit. Because if you do, you lose out on your detachment rule. So I'll probably be picking something that Chuey has on his back lines that he's holding his home objective with or something, and just trying to avoid to kill it. Obviously, Chuey could just run that unit at me and force me to kill it. The bonus for killing that unit is you get 3 pain tokens. I'll go through pain tokens in a second. So there is a bonus for killing that unit, and there's a strat where if I kill that unit, I can make the whole army take a battle shock test, and I gain pain tokens from them from failing the battle shock. So I can gain more that way, so to a maximum of 3. So I could potentially get 6 pain tokens by killing my contract unit, which I probably will try and do when I end up killing it, if I do. Then the last one is if I pick a monster or vehicle unit, my whole army gets lethal hits against all enemy monsters and vehicles. I really like the sound of the sustained hit one, especially the way my army's built today. So I'll probably take that, unless Chuey obviously has loads of vehicles and monsters. I haven't really brought anything to deal with. I haven't seen Chuey's list, but if he brings the Lion, I think that's going to be the only thing I'll struggle dealing with, because I've got anti-vehicle units, but Drukhari really lack anti-monster, which the Lion is. And I have very little Dark Lance, lots of Haywire, so I'm pretty scared if he brings the Lion. But you'll see when he turns up, I'll have a look at his army, and let's just pray that he doesn't bring him, or I'll just be avoiding him all game, most probably. So that's the detachment rule. Oh, there's also a strat when I finally kill the contract unit. If my Archon's on the battlefield in my command phase after, I can make a new contract. So it's it's quite a hard one that I'd probably have to charge with my Archon. It has to be your Archon Warlord as well. I have 2 Archons, but it has to be your Warlord Archon. So you'd have to really set it up if you want to get that. I'd have to get him out his vehicle and make sure he survives the enemy turn, and then in my command phase use that strat. I really don't like that strat. I think it should be I don't think your Archon should have to be on the battlefield, your Warlord. I think you should just be able to use it once per game, so you can sort of have that flexibility in case your opponent does run at you, because then you sort of don't have a detachment rule as soon as that unit dies. I just really don't like that strat. I think they should, or might even word it different in the future, but we'll see. So the army rule is power from pain. So in my command phase, I get pain token. Every time I kill an enemy unit, I get a pain token. Every time the enemy fail a battle shock test, I get a pain token. So I can rack up the pain tokens. Obviously, it depends on the enemy army. If I'm going against knights or something, they quite struggle getting pain tokens, but obviously I'm going against Dark Angels. So I'm hoping Chuey might have took multiple small units, because that's what Drukhari like. They like preying on the weak. With your pain tokens, you can do stuff like, but basically every unit in your army gets a different power from pain ability. Some of them rubbish that I probably won't use. Some of them I'll use every turn. So I'll go through each power from pain ability as I go through the army. So let's go through the army. So we'll start with all the chaff units first, the Cabalite Warriors. We have 3 units of Cabalite Warriors, no one leading them. If these go in Venoms, which there will be, I can split them into 2 units of 2 units of 5, and the great utility units, really good for secondaries in the in trading units. So basically, it's going to be 6 units of 5, 3 with splinter rifles, and then 3 with the special weapons. So your Dark Lance, your Shredder, your Blaster, and your Splinter Cannon. The leader gives that unit an extra bit of OC with his banner, so they're going to be OC 3. I'll probably put all 3 leaders in the units with the Splinter rifles, because they're going to be the units that are on objectives. My special weapon teams are going to be hiding in Venoms and shooting out of them. So their power from pain ability is if they get to reroll wound rolls of 1. If the enemy unit's on an objective, they reroll all wound rolls. I probably won't be using that on these today. I have no one leading them to give them extra abilities. They're only units of 5, so I don't need to worry about having to use pain tokens on these. And their normal abilities, they've got sticky objectives, which is great. I'm going to have 1 unit on my home objective sticking it, and then 2 units are going to be infiltrating, because I brought an enhancement where I can do that. So I've got 2 units already midfield, 1 on my home objective, like I said, the other 3 in Venoms. Then we'll go to the units behind. So we have 3 units of Incubi, all getting led by characters. So 1 on the left, 5 Incubi getting led by an Archon. Incubi, very choppy. They've got damage 2. I mean, it's inevitable I'm going to end up going into Deathwing Terminators, which -1 to your damage. So I might struggle quite a lot against them. And if he's brought the line as well, it could be a real uphill battle for me. But we'll see how we go. So unit of Incubi, very choppy. If they're getting led by an Archon, his ability, his power from pain ability, is reroll all hit rolls, which is really good. Especially if they've got, like I say, sustained hits against infantry mounted or lethal hits against vehicles, it can be really choppy. He also gives them a strat for free as well, once per battle round, I want to say. So that's really cool as well. Incubi, all enemy in combat with them have to take a battle shock test. It doesn't seem that good. Battle shock test stuff are really pants, but these get a few bonuses. So if the enemy unit is battle shocked, they get +1 to hit, so they're hitting on 2s. Obviously, if they fail a battle shock, they can't use strats. Also, if they fail a battle shock, I gain a pain token as well. So it could be really good, especially if I'm going into multiple units. They all have to take battle shock tests. So that's quite nice. So that's their rule. The Archon rule, I think I've said everything. He has a rubbish rule where he can turn off battle shock of 1 of my units once per game. I'll probably forget that. He also has a Husk Blade, which is a damage-free weapon, and he has Soul Drain, I think it's called. So Soul Drain is, he gets an extra attack and pip of strength on the Husk Blade, so it's now strength 4 with 5 attacks, I think. And it's quite a lot of AP and free damage, so he's really punchy. When he kills his first model, he drains their soul, so he gets an extra pip of strength and an extra attack. So he's strength 5 with 6 attacks or 5 attacks, but he just gets a bit beastier when he kills his first model. And that's not unit, that's just 1 model, so that's pretty nice. So that's him, that's his unit. Oh, they're going to be flying about in a Venom as well. So there's 4 Venoms taken, yeah? I'll go to the last unit in the last Venom, which is Drukhari, and a unit of Incubi. So I've told you about the Incubi. They've also got this token, it's a shrine or something, where I can turn one of their failed wounds to a 6, or just failed hits or wounds, something like that, to a 6. I can use it once per game. I'll probably forget that. But that reminds me, their power from pain ability is devastating wounds against infantry. So that turning that dice to a 6 might be pretty good to wound, to get that devastating wound through. When you use your power from pain, you get both units, the leader and the unit's abilities, which is cool. So Drukhari's is +1 to wound for his unit. So now you're looking at devastating wounds and +1 to wound for the unit, which is really nice. Drukhari also gives them a 6-inch piling and consolidation, I believe. And if he's hitting a unit below starting strength, he gets to reroll hits. If they're below half strength, he rerolls wounds, but only him, not his unit. So that's them flying about in a venom as well. A little bit of combat threat. I like it. So it's not just all shooting. Then we have the Silent Tyrant himself leading 5 incubi. So the Silent Tyrant has an enhancement Webway Walker. So he is going to be up in reserves, up in Deep Strike. And they can use Rapid Ingress for free as well, which is nice. So I will be Rapid Ingressing these and sniping an enemy unit, an important target. What my sort of plan would be with him, I thought about, is it might be quite cool if I did pick an enemy contract to be Chuey's one holding his home objective. These could drop in, take him out, then use a strat to try and get 6 pain tokens. Then hopefully he'll survive. I'll do it on a turn when there's not very many enemy in their deployment zone. Then in my command phase, I can do a new contract. So I get loads of pain tokens. I get the enemy's objective marker, and I've got a contract still on the go, so I'm still getting my bonus. Let's face it, it's probably not going to work like that, but we'll see. We'll see. Also, I forgot to mention, well, I kind of did mention, this Archon has the enhancement where I can put 3 units into Infiltrate, give them Infiltrate. I've only really needed to do 2, and that's the 2 units of Cabalites with the Splinter Rifles. Excuse me, I've got dry throat here. So I might as well go on to the Venoms, mention a little bit about them, because I've told you what units in each one. Venoms are so good. I love them. They're just so speedy. They move like 14 inches. They've got all got 2 splinter cannons on them, so the damage 2 really good for taking out Marines. They've all got sustained hits. Obviously, they don't have the Cabal keyword, so obviously I'm missing out on the sustained hits and the stratagems and that actually help Cabal units. But the what does affect them is the unit inside not going to get the ability. My detachment rule, so all them special weapons are not going to be getting the sustained hits or lethal hits. So what these can do is they can jump out, my unit can shoot, and at the end of the combat phase, they can jump back in. Excuse me. So that does open up the risk to Overwatch for the unit inside, but at least I'm sort of getting all them sustained hits, which is nice. So that's them. Power from Pain ability is they can advance, and then the unit inside can jump out, and they just act as if they've made a normal move, the unit inside. So I can sort of advance, jump out, do an action. That's kind of what that's for. Or if I want to shoot, they can still shoot. So that's the Venoms. We have 3 Ravagers. Now, 3 Ravagers, they all look like they've got Dark Lancers, right? They don't, because I always take Dark Lancers. I'm going to test out the new Disintegrator Cannons. So Disintegrator Cannons are really good anti-infantry, especially anti-marine. They're not great against Deathwing Knights because they're -1 damage. These are only 2 damage. But so they get 9 shots each. They've got sustained hits. Well, they will have sustained hits when I pick my contract. And they get to reroll all hits against the enemy at full strength. So if I'm aiming at taking down these units at full strength, they can really do the damage. Because, like I say, the damage 2, the AP 3, and strength 6. So the kind of marine killers, it could even do some really good damage on Terminators. But I don't know. I'm not sold on them. I haven't tried them yet, so they might do fantastic this game. I kind of wish I did put one with Dark Lancers, but they're all identical, and I just don't like the idea of marking which one's got Dark Lancers. I just like them being this is my OCT play, you know. I'm giving them all Disintegrator Cannons. So far, as you can tell, I've only got 3 Dark Lancers in the army. 3 blasters could come in handy against vehicles. Probably not. I think they're only strength 8. But yeah, let's hope them Dark Lancers come into play. Them 3. Their Power from Pain ability for these Ravagers is an enemy that hit in the enemy's turn, the -1 to hit the enemy. So if I do it on I think you can do it on vehicles. You can just do it on anything. You could make something. I mean, maybe if you're going against orcs, like a Stomper or some big Morkanauts, Gorkanauts, making them hit on 6s or whatever, that might come in handy. I'm not sure I'll use it today. So, last but not least, 3 units of Scourge, all with Haywire. So Haywire is fantastic because it's anti-vehicle 4 and it's devastating, and these are 3 damage a pop. So these could do some massive damage to enemy vehicles. I get really unlucky with these. I always seem to not do the damage, but on paper, these should be dishing out some absolute savage damage. They get 2 shots each, which are 24-inch range, I think. So there's 8 shots. The leader on each unit has a blast pistol. So that's really effective against vehicles. Then their their ability is they get to, after they've shot, they can move 6 inches. So I can drop them in from reserves, shoot, move 6 inches, get back into cover. These are really expensive for such glass cannon units. Already got 1 wound each, toughness 3. They do have a 5-up invuln, but I don't know if that'll be enough. So these are really, if the enemy have got some good Overwatch, these can just drop in and die, which is, I think they're about 130 point unit, something like that. So I'll see how they do. Their power from pain abilities get to reroll all hits, which is massive because they're hitting on 4s. So I'll probably put a pain token on all 3 of these units every time I use them, which is the main thing where my pain tokens will be going, probably them in the 3 units of Incubi. But yeah, I'll see how they go this game. Like I say, they always let me down, but my whole Drukhari army always lets me down. I just seem to do rubbish with it every game. Now and then I just scrape wins. So it doesn't help that I'm using the Kabbalite Cartel detachment, but there is some nice tricks in here, and I'm looking forward to trying them out. So let's see that Dark Angel army. Here we go, 2,000 points of Dark Angels. Chuey, I absolutely love this army, mate. It looks absolutely stunning. I was saying in my army video that if the line turns up and if some Deathwing Knights turn up, I'm going to be a little bit worried. And you must have been listening, were you?
Yeah, that little mic I installed here, secreted in here last time.
Yeah,
you know, it's
very Dark Angels-y. So tell us a bit about the army, mate.
So it's as you can see, it's a 100% firstborn Dark Angels army, and they will always remain firstborn.
Yeah, nice.
And their army rule as their Space Marines is Oath of Moment, which means they can select a target in the command phase and get reroll hit rolls against that target.
Nice. But you don't get the +1 to wound.
No, because they're
Divergent champion.
Yeah. They don't get that one. They do have this in this detachment though. I have a stratagem for 2 CP. If my oath target is destroyed, I can select a new one.
Nice.
It's a bit pricey, but it might come in handy.
It might come in handy, exactly. Yeah. So that's your army rule Oath of Moment. Detachment rule. What's that?
Detachment is called Wrath of the Rock, which is the current Dark Angel hotness at the moment, and the rule is Dutiful Tenacity. Attacks versus infantry or mounted units with a higher strength than the unit's toughness are -1 to wound.
Nice, I like it. You'll have to remind me about that because I'm 100% going to forget why I'm shooting you with stuff. So that's the army rule, that's the detachment rule. Let's go through this army. So this is very elite army, so it shouldn't take too long to go over. So should we start with the big man himself?
Yeah, Lionel Johnson, Primarch of the Dark Angels. He has a Primarch ability, and in the command phase I can pick 2 out of 3 abilities that he has. Mistwreathed Shadow Realms, which is essentially a return to reserves in the command phase and go down on the at the end of the movement phase, which, spoiler alert, does mean he can do a turn 1 deep strike.
Don't be doing that, please.
His other 2 abilities are Martial Exemplar, which is a 6-inch aura, which gives friendly units a reroll 1 to hit and wound in melee. And No Hiding from the Watchers, another 6-inch aura, gives friendly units 4 up against mortal wounds.
Nice, and I do have a few mortal wounds.
Yep.
So if he stands in between all them speeders, my haywire might not do much damage. Is that right?
If you want to give me those kind of tips, then that's fine. Yeah. Yeah,
just ignore me. Yeah.
He's also got a couple of additional abilities. Dark Angel's Bodyguard. While within 3 inches of 1 or more friendly infantry units, he gets Lone Up.
Nice.
And he has the Emperor's Shield, which, if the strength of incoming attacks is greater than his toughness, also -1 to wound. Same as the detachment ability, but because he doesn't actually have the infantry or mounted keyword, he wouldn't have had that. but he does because of his shield.
Right, no worries. So that's everything the line does, and then let's go on to the Stern Guard.
Yeah, so they're led by Grandmaster Azrael of the Dark Angels, and he has the Masterful Tactician ability. He's an auto-include, essentially, because he gets +1 CP each command phase.
Lovely.
He has the Grandmaster ability, which gives his unit sustained hits 1. He has the Lion's Helm, which gives his unit 4+ invulnerable save. And he's got a Watcher, which is a once per game ability for 4 feel no pain against mortal wounds.
Nice.
And he has the Deathwing. Him and his unit have the Deathwing ability. And the Stern Guard, just a 5-man unit with a heavy bolter. And they get, against Oath of Moment targets, they can reroll wound rolls of 1.
Nice, I like it.
And they're classed as Deathwing.
Lovely. Over here, some Vanguard vets.
Some Vanguard veterans, yep. So they are 5-man units, and they have the Vanguard Assault ability. If the unit charges, until the end of the turn, their melee weapons have lethal hits. They are armed with storm shields, so they all have a 4-up invul, and they also have the Deathwing keyword.
Lovely. We've got some scouts, trusty scouts.
Yeah, just little secondary unit monkeys. They have the Guerrilla Tactics ability. At the end of the opponent's turn, if they're 6 inches away from an enemy unit, they can return to reserves.
Nice, I like it.
They don't have either Deathwing. The Deathwing, they're the only unit that doesn't. I'm only mentioning it because it's relevant to the stratagems I have.
Yeah. And then we have lots and lots of Terminators. So 2 units of 5 Deathwing Knights.
Yep, never leave home without your Deathwing Knights. And they have the Inner Circle ability, which is -1 to all incoming damage. And each unit also has a Watcher for a once per game feel no pain against mortal wounds. And naturally, they have the Deathwing keyword.
Nice. And they've all got 4 wounds each, these lads?
4 wounds each, yeah.
He's going to be tough to cut through.
And they're both armed with the Mace of Absolutions, and the Sergeant has the greater weapon of Unforgiven.
Nice. And then we have some Deathwing Terminators.
Yep, led by a Librarian in Terminator armor. And he gives the unit a 4-up feel no pain against psychic attacks, but you don't have any psychic attacks. Mm-hmm. And he also gives the unit the Veil of Time ability, which is a sustained hits 1 for the whole unit.
That's in shooting and in combat, yeah?
Yep. Oh no, that's for everything. Shooting and combat.
Yeah.
He also has the Deathwing Assault enhancement, which basically means they can deep strike 1 turn earlier than normal. So that leads to a turn 1 deep strike.
I don't like the sound of that.
Didn't think you would.
The Deathwing Terminators, what's their ability?
So they have the Deathwing ability, which is ignore all modifiers to ballistic skill, weapon skill, and hit rolls. They also get +1 to hit versus their Oath of the Moment target.
Lovely jubbly.
And of course, they've got a Watcher for that once per game, 4-up feel no pain against mortal wounds.
Yes.
And no surprise, they're all Deathwing.
Yep, I like it. And then at the back, we have your 3 speeders.
Yeah, so I've got 2 Land Speeder Vengeance either side there. And they have the Storm of Vengeance ability. Once per turn, in the opponent's shooting phase, if a friendly unit within 6 inches is destroyed, and they can see the unit that killed it, they can fire back.
I don't like that. I don't like that one little bit.
And of course, they have Ravenwing ability.
Yes.
And then finally, the Ravenwing Dark Shroud, which has the icon of Old Caliban. It's a 6-inch aura that gives friendly units stealth and benefit of cover.
Lovely jubbly. Yeah, nice army, mate. I think it's very elite, very few units, but very, very, very tough.
That's the intention, yeah. It's a detachment I've been sort of toying with for a while now, and I'm really enjoying this variant of it.
Yeah, it should be fun, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Let's get in that game. Here we go, party people. The cards are drawn. Dawn of War, Drukhari at this side, Dark Angels at this side, an objective marker in each deployment zone, and 3 in no man's land. Primary mission, Lynch Pin. So basically, you get 3 points for each objective marker you control in your command phase. And if you hold your home objective marker, you get 5 points for each one that's not in your deployment zone. But yeah, does that make sense? Nice and easy. Nice and easy. So battlefield is set. We're on in this hive city. Like I say, Drukhari all along here. We've got Dark Angels all along there. The objective markers, there's one here, there's one in the middle here, and there's one behind them containers there. And then we've got one over here on the left flank and one over here on the right flank. The terrain, everything's pretty much obscuring besides from the containers. Obviously things like that statue. Yeah, and if you've got infantry in these craters, you get a benefit of cover as well. Things like this are just nothing. They're just a bit of debris on the battlefield. Not stopping no bullets, put it that way. And then deployment, I've got a Ravager here, hiding behind that bit of terrain. We've got some Venoms, big car park here, Venoms, Ravager. We've got some Infiltrators there, and in reserves, I've got all my Scourge. Yeah, that's everything I've put in reserves. Oh, and obviously my Archon and the Incubi that have the enhancement to rapid ingress for free. Also, it might be worth mentioning this little L here, we're just saying it's obscuring. So I was going to say it's a part of this full footprint, but we just didn't actually have many places to hide stuff. A lot of our stuff were just sticking out, so we wanted to do it this way just so we've got a few more stuff hiding. So that's like a little car park there that you can hide in. Chuey, what have you done with your deployment, mate?
Yep, so on this right-hand flank here, I've got my Vanguard Vets. In the middle, got Azrael with his Stern Guard and a unit of Deathwing Knights. The Lion sticking out in the open within 3 inches, so he gets the lone operative ability. A little car park over here with 2 Vengeances and the Dark Shroud. Another unit of Deathwing Knights here, being brave and bold, sitting out front, and a unit of Scouts infiltrating into this objective here. And I've got a unit of my 10-man brick of Terminators with the Librarian is in Deep Strike.
Nice.
It's in reserve, sorry.
It's probably also worth mentioning these little internal walls here, because I've sort of connected these to this. These you can still see through. That's the footprint of the actual outside like that. True line of sight's still a thing, so if you're at each side of this building, you can't physically see each other. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for this one, Chuey. Should we roll off, see who goes first?
Yeah.
Big question is, do you want to go first or not?
Do you know, I don't think I do. I've noticed the last couple of games we've played, I always end up going first, so I'm hoping for a second turn at start.
Yeah, let's see then. So you get a 2, so you might get your second turn here. A 5. You've got your wish, so Drukhari, turn 1. So here we go, Drukhari, turn 1. We've got Cleanse and Assassination. So Cleanse, do actions on objectives, not my deployment zone. I get 5 points for doing 2, which I am doing. Assassination, a very, very bad one to get turn 1, so that's just a CP at the end of my turn. So I'm kind of just moving everything out to try and deny that turn 1 deep strike and make it not as effective. So he's popped his nose out, he's going to get some shots on them Deathwing Knights over there. And I've made my contract target Azrael and his unit behind there. They're my contracts, so I get sustained it against all the infantry. And mounted, but you've got no mounted. So he's popped his nose out. These have moved forward, and I've got a bead with a Dark Lance and a Splinter Cannon on them Deathwing Knights. It's just going to be some pot shots, basically. Everything else can't really see anything, so everything's moved out and spread my lines just a bit. So I'm pushing that deep strike a bit further back. These are cleansing. These are cleansing. And that is it. Everything's just moved out. I forgot to move him. I might just shuffle him in a second. But after that, I'll do some shooting. Them scouts will jump behind there because they've got the scout ability, of course. So yeah, let's do some shooting, see what we can do. So starting off with the Ravager, shooting into these Deathwing Knights. I did shuffle out of a Ravager. It's just moved a little bit behind that cover in the middle of my deployment. So 9 shots with the disintegrator cannons. You're technically in cover and have got -1 to hit.
Stealth, yeah.
Yeah, because of the land speeder.
The Dark Shroud, yeah.
So 9 shots hitting on, and these -1 to wound as well, right?
Yes, they are, yeah.
Nasty. So I'm hitting on 4s, wounding on 4s, but I'm rerolling hits because you're at full strength, and I've got sustained. So hitting on 4s, rerolling. Was that a hit?
That was a 6.
That was a 6. Thank you very much, sir. Rerolling these. I'll miss. Rerolls into misses. But they're sustained, so 3 back in. And then we're wounding on 4s. Not great. So that is 3 at just on your end run. Nice. You take 1 wound because that goes down to damage 1, right?
Yep.
They're hard to shift, these lads, aren't they? Over here, I've got a Dark Lance and a Splinter Cannon and a Splinter Rifle going into them Deathwing Knights. I'm not expecting much here, but hitting on 4s, misses.
I was going to say they're not -1 to wound.
Yeah, and it's because it's a heavy weapon and that idiot's not strong enough to aim properly. We've got a Splinter Cannon, all miss, and we've got a Splinter Rifle, misses. They're definitely going to be jumping back into there at the end of this turn. I think that's my turn, mate. That's all the shooting, everything I can see. And I'm doing some bit of cleansing. It's all right, isn't it, Chuey?
Yeah, you've took 1 wound off a Deathwing Knight, so you're on your way.
I'm on my way, mate. I'm on my way. We've started that scratching. I'll do a quick end of the turn roundup. So yeah, that's the end of that turn. I actually had an extra shot with that Splinter Rifle. Funnily enough, I got a 6, and then I got 2 wounds. But, Chewie saved both of them on a 2+, of course. Cleanse, I get for 5 points. Assassination, I'm getting rid of for a CP. Going into Dark Angels, turn 1. So here we go, Dark Angels, turn 1. Recover assets, so do an action in your deployment zone, no man's land, and your enemy deployment zone. Completes at the end of your turn. 3 points if you do 2 of them zones, or 5 points if you do all 3. You're going for 2, right?
Yep.
Your deployment and no man's land for 3 points. Bring it down, kill a vehicle for 4 points. So, what have you done, Chewie?
So, I've brought my vengeances round this corner here to get a bead on your vehicle there.
And this is the Awful Moment target.
That's also the Awful Moment target. I've advanced these Deathwing Knights up to support the Scouts. Mighty 1 on the advance there, unfortunately. And then over here...
Scouts are doing recover assets,
Sorry,
right?
the Scouts are doing recover assets, yeah. I've advanced these Deathwing Knights and the Lion in behind this building, and I've brought the Dark Shroud round here to support them with Azora. Azrael and the Stern Guard have remained stationary. They're doing the other recover assets.
Yep.
The Vanguard veterans are just chilling out. Just watching things going on. And the 10-man brick of Terminators has deep struck into this location, and I'm going to try and remove a few things from the board.
Yeah, they want to honour the Emperor. They've landed in the middle of the battlefield next to this statue, and they're going to show the Drukhari who's boss, I'm guessing. Clear up a bit of this chaff. So let's do some shooting. So these land speeders, we're going to shoot into their Awful Moment targets, the Ravager. I did pre-warn Chewie about this, but I do have a strat where I can't be targeted out of 18. So I think it'd be daft not to use that right now. He's the Awful Moment target. He'd probably die, so I've used that strat, so he cannot be targeted now. Some sort of trickery from the Drukhari. So next bit of shooting is this one. What's that called again? Landspeeder?
Dark Shroud.
Dark Shroud. Shoot its heavy bolter. Just got a bead onto this unit of Cabalites here. So let's do it.
So it'll be 3s to hit.
2 hits.
And it'll be 3s to wound, I imagine.
Yeah.
2 wounds, -1.
-1 in cover, so it'll be 4 ups. 2 6s. I love it. I'm not scared of heavy bolters. We'll have a little think. We'll do some more shooting. So the Terminators have landed. They've smashed down at the middle of this battlefield in their splitting fire left, right, and centre. There's targets all over. All the Auspex are going mental. What are you shooting at, Chewie?
So the 2 Cyclone missile launchers are firing their crack missiles into this fella here.
Venom, yeah.
Venom. It's going to be joined by the Librarian Smite attack into the Venom as well. Then 4 of the guys with Storm Bolters, which are within rapid fire range, are going to take out that squad. And the remaining 7 Storm Bolters are going to go into that squad.
Yeah, sounds good to me. So let's shoot the ones into this Venom, then we'll do all the Storm Bolters off camera. So is this missiles or is this the Smite?
We'll do the missiles first. So that's 2 crack missiles. And they're hitting on 3s. Oof.
2 misses.
But there's a sustained because the librarian gives them sustained.
Nice.
And be wounding on 3s.
Wounds on 3s, yeah. Oof. Just the 1?
Just the 1.
-2, right?
-2, yeah.
So it gets a bit of cover there, so it'll be -1 to 5 up. He's got a 5, Chuey. He's got a 5. That's for his little blades that he's hid behind these boxes. Well done, Venom.
He's overcharging. It's
We're overcharging smite coming in. It's only 1 shot, is it?
D6 attacks.
Nice. Just
Yes, you were right.
shot.
It was only 1 shot. I need to start rolling a bit better here.
Yeah, these aren't feeling this shooting at the minute.
No. So it's hitting
Good
on...
CP, you got 3 CP there?
No, it's early days yet. Let's save the CP. So this is devastating wounds, hazardous, and sustained hits 1.
Nice.
Hitting on a 3. Of course he misses.
Of course he misses. Does he hurt himself?
Oh, there's the bloody 6.
We'll do all these Stormbolters off camera. So the Deathwing Terminators split fire with all the bolters. Only 2 of them actually died. I did some really, really good saving. But then this unit that was here, there was like a line of Cavalites there. They all died. So you're going to charge into these lads. 9-inch charge. I'm going to try and kill them in combat. Oh, an 8.
1 short.
CP it?
Um,
Come on, where's your CP? Where's your CP?
I'll not just yet.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Right, cool. So, because that could deny me 5 points, that if you charge him.
Well, when you put it like that, you're desperate for me to use the CP.
Well, that's what Drukhari do. It's all mind games.
Do you know what? I'm not.
You're not going to fall for it?
I'm not falling for it.
So that is Dark Angels turn 1. How did you find that went, Chuey?
Remember, kids, never split fire.
Split fire. Yeah, to be fair, I think on paper them 2 units would be dead, but
it was the
yeah, it was just a saving on them Cavalites there.
The little spear that bugged me as well.
Yeah. So end of Dark Angels turn 1. Recover assets for 3 points. Bring it down is still in play. You're not getting rid, no?
No.
I've got plenty of vehicles to kill. So going into Drukhari turn 2. Drukhari turn 2. Storm hostile objective and establish locus. So take an objective off my opponent. The only one Chuey holds at the minute is one in his deployment zone, so that's just a CP at the end of this turn. Establish locus. So establish locus, do an action in the center for 2 points or in the enemy deployment zone for 4 points. I'll just be doing the center. So what's happened here is I moved this unit that were here forward to do some move blocking on them Terminators that overwatched and finished the job that they started. I have stickied that objective, I've stickied that one. So these ones have moved forward to do just do a bit of move blocking and establish the locus on the center. This Venom's moved forward and they've jumped out, just so they can get the sustained hits basically, then they can jump back in at the end of the turn. Same with this Venom. I'm just putting as much firepower as I can into them Terminators before they inevitably get to me. This one's moved forward to get a bead on them. This has popped its head out. All this has popped their head out and they've jumped out. I've kind of backlined it just for the line eventually getting to me. This is kind of what I do every game, end up backlining my stuff because I'm too scared of them dying, and that's how I end up losing every game. But let's just do the same thing I do every time and let's hope it works this time. And then the Scourge have all dropped in, landed in, and they're going to try and take out some vehicles over here. So yeah, let's do some shooting. So first bit of shooting, I'm going to do a unit of Scourge at the front, shooting into this rear speeder. I'm going to use a paint token on them so they can reroll hits. So Scourge, they always whiff for me. Let's see if they can do it this time. Hitting on 4s, re-rolling. Where shall I roll these? This is my rolling spot right here. Let's roll them here. Hitting on 4s, re-rolling. So not too bad so far. Bang average. Re-rolling. So one more gets through there, but I don't have sustained hits because these aren't infantry. And I'm looking for 4s for these devastating wounds. So I get, that's 9 damage on the re one, sir. 9 damage on the re one. How many wounds have these got?
He's only got 1 left now.
Got 1 left. 1 left. So, ooh, should I split fire with the next one? Let's do this rear unit into the one at the front. No, let's not do that. I'll have a little think, I'll get back to you. My next unit, Scourge, the middle unit, split firing. I didn't really want to do this, but the problem is the rear unit can only see the front. It's only in range with the front speeder. And I only have one more pain token that I'll put on this unit. So I want to kill that speeder on 1 wound, then use the pain token for the rear Scourge unit. So let's split fire. So this is 4 shots into the speeder on 1 wound, hitting on 4s. Re-rolling. So that's 3 hits. I just need 1 4 here and it's dead. 1 4, that's all I ask. I get a 4. So that dies. See if it blows. It doesn't. I'll do the other 4 into the other one and then you get to shoot back with that, I assume.
Yeah.
So the other 4 into the one that's going to shoot back. Re-rolling. And then looking for 4s. That's 6 mortal wounds on that other one, sir. So now you're going to shoot my middle unit, yeah?
Yes, yeah. I'll go with the heavy bolter first. And it's sustained, so that goes back in. And 3s to wound.
Yeah, 3s to wound, yeah. 2 saves, -1,
2
yeah.
-1.
5 ups. Nope, so 2 Scourge die.
And the D6 +1 for the plasma, which is blast, which it was 5 when it started, so it'd be D6 +2. So that's 5. Yeah. And it's, I'm not overcharging, there's no point.
Yeah.
Hitting on 3s. And
wounding on.
It'll be strength 8, so it'll be 2s,
yeah.
and it's twin link.
Nice. I get a 5 up invulnerable save, these ones, so 3 5 ups. So 1 left alive. Lovely jubbly. Rear unit, I'm just going to put my last pain token on them that I've just got from killing that. And they're going to try and kill this one on 4 wounds. So the rear unit now try to take their pound of steel, I guess. 8 shots. Hitting on 4s. Re-rolling. Then looking for 4s now. I just need 2 to go through. And they get 2. That gets another one. Does it blow, Chuey? Does it blow? It doesn't. Implodes. Falls to the ground. That is them shot. They're going to do their move. They just get to move 6 inches. I'll probably just move them all back, try and hide them a little bit. And I'll do some more shooting. So now it's mission kill Terminators. So we've got this unit down here, going to shoot first into the rear of them Terminators. And I'm just going to sort of work my way around and shoot as much as I can into them. So that unit over there, we've got 1 Dark Lance. Oh, and all these have jumped back. So a Dark Lance hitting on... Do you want to use any strategy, any armor contemptor out? Or?
I mean, I will do at one point.
You'll get a 3 up save against them if you armor contempt against them.
That looks like probably the best one. The best one to go against.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll save it for that one.
Yeah. So, and these don't -1 damage, no?
No.
So I'll start off with a Dark Lance in that unit, hitting on 4s. Misses. The Blaster, hitting on 3s. Hits. Wounding on... These not -1 to wound, no?
No.
Wounding on 3s. Wounds, just on your invuln.
Oops. That's a 5.
5, yeah. And then we've got a Shredder, D6 Flamer shots, just 1. Wounding on 3s. Doesn't wound. And then we have a Splinter Rifle. Oh, Splinter Cannon, sorry. 3 shots. That's 3 hits with the sustained. Then wounding on 3s.
Is this -1 to wound?
Is it what, sorry?
Is it strength higher than the toughness of the...
This is anti-infantry,
right,
3.
Okay.
So 2 saves at -1.
2 saves at -1. 1 goes through.
2 damage on that one. Then we've got a Splinter Rifle. 1 hits, does wound. So roll a 1, please, and we'll kill our first Terminator. No, 5.
Nope, I refuse.
Then that unit will obviously eventually jump back into that Venom. I'll do the Venom next, that's next to him. So 6 shots, hitting on 3s. Lots of misses there, 1 sustained, and wound on 3s. 3 saves at -1. They're all right, loving life. So that's them shot over there. I tell you what, let's just do the next. Let's zoom in on them. the next venoming unit there. I'll do the unit first, then I'll do the venom. So let's do the unit. So we've got a Dark Lance, 4s, misses. Stupid Dark Lance. Blaster, misses. Stupid Blaster. The Shredder won't be in range. We've got a cannon, Splinter Cannon. Sustained, and then wounding on freeze. 2 saves at -1.
2 3-ups. There you go.
Oh, they're loving life, these lads. We've got a Splinter Rifle. Both hits. Both wound. Roll a 1, please. Is that a Killer Terminator? They're loving life. Nah, it's all right. So that's them done. We've got another Venom behind them. Hitting on freeze. Wounded on freeze. We've got 4 saves at -1. Surely you're going to fail one of these.
No.
You don't. That's lovely. That is lovely. So that's that unit shot. I'll have a little think. I'll get back to you. Next Venom. Let's keep trying to Killer Terminator. So 6 shots. 2 misses. 6 in there sustained. Then we're wounded on freeze. You've got 4 saves at -1. Please fail one so we can kill a Terminator. He doesn't fail. Yeah, this is not ideal. Let's keep shooting people. We've got a unit here that have jumped out. It's only the Dark Lance and the Splinter Rifle and Splinter Cannon that can be in range for the Dark Lance. Let's see if we can get 1 Dark Lance shot. No. The Splinter Cannon. Sustained. Freeze. 2 more saves. Fail one, please, Chuey. He fails 1. We kill a Terminator. Come on. We've got a Splinter Rifle. 1 hits. Does wound. 2 up save. Come on. So we've got 1 down to 2 wounds. So we'll kill 1, put 1 down to 2 wounds. Lovely. The next 2 Venoms, we'll just do both of these together. So 12 shots, hitting on freeze. That's better. Only 1 sustained in there, but that's fine. Wounded on freeze for the anti-infantry. That's good. I like that. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 at -1.
Oops.
9 -1. Sir, please fail some. I want to see a load of 1s and 2s here, Chuey.
There you go. Does that make you happy?
Not really. That's 4 damage. So 1 dead, 1 down to 1.
1 down to 1, yeah.
I've just got my Ravagers left, and that'll be that. Here we go. First Ravager over there. Draws a bead onto the same unit. You've used a CP for Armor Contempt. So we are hitting on 3s. I should have shot these first because you're at full strength, get rerolls. Never mind. Never mind. So no 6s there for sustained, but we've got a few hits. Wound on 4s for -1 to wound. So my strength's higher than yours. You got 4 saves of 3. Oh no, you don't class as having cover, right?
No.
Ignore me. So Armor Contempt was pointless because it's -3. For some reason, I thought that was next to it at Landspeeder.
Right. Okay. So it's on me and building essentially.
So it would be on your inbuild. Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, 2 damage a pop.
2.
Next Ravager shooting into the same unit. So 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hitting on freeze. 1 sustain there. Wounded on 4s. Oh, Chuey. Chuey, my luck's turned around. That's 8 on your invuln. Luck has turned around.
2, 3, 4.
So that is 1, 2 dead and 1 on 1 wound, yeah?
Yep.
We've got 1 more Ravager. 1, 2, 3. Going into them, hitting on 3s. Oh, Chuey. Tell you what, mate. Tell you what. We're doing all right. Wounded on 4s. See, that's a lot worse.
I needed a bit of luck there.
So 3 saves on your invuln, and that'll be it. You'll be glad to know. So another 1 dead, another 1 down to 1 wound remaining. Yeah. So after all that, how many did we kill, Chuey?
7.
7 of them. That isn't bad. That isn't bad. It definitely makes it a bit less scary, that brick. But that's all my shooting, and I think that's turn. You've still got a lot of scary assets. You've got them Vanguard vets behind there as well. So let's just see what your hitback's like. I'll do a quick end of the turn roundup. So end of my turn, I get Established Locus for 2 points, and I'm going to get rid of Storm Style Objective for a CP. Yeah. So 2 points going into Dark Angels turn 2. Dark Angels turn 2. No prisoners, kill units, you get 2 VP to a maximum of 5. You still got to bring it down to kill a vehicle for 4 points. You've got 3 points on primary if you're holding your home objective. What have you done, Chuey? Movement?
Yeah, all I can do is really try to foot slog it towards you and your guys. So this Deathwing squad's moved into this building. They're on this objective. The Lion is advanced forward here, and he's spreading his aura along with the Dark Shroud, also spreading his aura. This Deathwing squad onto this building, so they're on that objective. These Terminators have just shuffled over a little bit, and the Vanguard veterans have jumped out, and they're nose to nose with this fella here, which is my Oath at the Moment target. And the Vanguard vets have just sort of, the Sternguard vets have just shuffled out so they can get a few pot shots out here.
Yeah, sweet. So trying to clear up my lines a little bit, and standing firm on them primary objectives for as long as you can. I like it. Also, I've got to mention the Silent Tyrant and his bodyguard Incubi have dropped in with a free rapid ingress in this corner. So the 9 inches away from these lads in the can be seen by the heavy bolter or a bolter at Azrael over there if they decide to shoot at them. Yeah, I just need them on the battlefield now because my next turn I'll probably need to push as hard as I can. So yeah, we're on the battlefield. Let's do some shooting. So over here, the heavy bolter from the Scouts and the heavy bolter from the Speeder both shot into the Venom, but didn't scratch it. Also, I've got to mention these are battle shocked, so I did get a pain token from that. Yeah, now you're going to do a bit more shooting. Sternguard?
Yeah, so heavy bolter, bolt rifle, and Azrael is going to go into your
Incubi. Yeah.
And then these two with the heavy bolters are going to go into the squad of Cabal Warriors.
Yep, no worries. So which one are you starting with?
I'll do the heavy bolter into these guys first.
No worries.
Hitting on 3s, of course. And wounding on 3s. Oh, of course.
Nothing. This is he pretty much did exactly the same with the 2 heavy bolters he just shot as well.
Yeah, just pure whiff.
And you've got a bolter from there.
Yeah, so that's got all sorts of things that don't really matter. So hitting on 2s, both hits, and wounding on 3s.
3, so yeah.
So, and 6s are devastating. So that's 2 wounds at -1.
I've got cover, so it'll just be 2 free ups. They're alright. They're alright.
And Azrael, fire his 2 from his plasma. 2 hits, and these are anti-infantry 4+ and devastating wounds.
Nice.
So just 1.
1 death wound, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll take that on the leader of the thing. He's got 2 wounds.
Oh no, sorry, 2. It's the
2 wounds.
It's the plasma cannon. It's
No
plasma gun. Sorry, it's 2.
Is that overcharged or?
No, it doesn't overcharge. It's just always overcharged.
So I'll take out an Incubi over there. Onto the Terminator unit. They've got 2 Cyclone crack missiles going into the Venom, and all the bolters in the Smite going into these Cabalites. Venom's got stealth, so it's -1 to hit, but you ignore modifiers, right?
Yeah.
No worries. Let's do it.
So the 2 cracks into the Venom. 1 miss but sustained.
Yep.
And you'll be wounding on 3s.
Going on 3, yeah.
So that's 3 wounds.
3 wounds, wasn't that 4?
Sorry, 4 wounds, yes,
Yep.
at -2.
4 wounds, -2. So it's got a bit of cover there. So 4 5-up saves. 1 saves. So it's 3d6 damage, right?
3d6. Shall I roll them all together?
Might as well. That is well and truly dead.
Truly
Does it blow up? Doesn't. The unit inside. 5 models in there. So no 1s, please. No. So that unit come out, and that is dead. So after all is said and done, the smoke has settled. Them Cabalite warriors got demolished by the rest of the Terminators, and we forgot about them 2 Vanguard Vets over there. Not Vanguard Vets. What are they called?
Sternguard Vets.
Sternguard Vets. Over here, these have dropped out. I've tried keeping away from this objective because I've stickied that. I don't want him charging me on it, so they're going to be just lambs to the slaughter, them lads. And that's shooting, right?
I believe so. Yep, that's it.
Does the lion have a gun? Or?
He's a pistol, but he charged. I need to spend a CP, and he's not in range of anything.
Oh, right, yeah. Advanced, yeah.
Advanced, yeah.
Cool. So let's do some charging.
Yep.
Sweet. So the only charge is this one, the Vanguard Vets into them Cabalites. You were tempted to make a 9-inch into the Tyrant and his gang, but you said you didn't want to risk the 9-inch. What did you roll, Chuey?
9. Just don't.
So the Cabalites got absolutely pummeled into the ground. That's what that big crater there is. So yeah, not a bad turn there, Chuey. Scored a couple of points. What do you think of it?
Yeah, got me secondaries. Obviously, there was no way around it. I'm going to have to put up with another turn of getting shot in the face. So,
but I think you should be scoring some pretty big points unless I can take that home objective off you.
Yeah.
So I'm really relying on the Tyrant to put in some work. So yeah, we'll do a quick end of turn round up there. Also, Chuey noticed that by moving these, he actually just gets within 3 of that objective. So that's pretty big, giving Chuey all their midfield objectives. So let's have a quick look at the roundup. So no prisoners, you got the full 5 points for that for killing 3 units. Bring it down, you get 4 points for that. So 9 points, and you've got all the primary for your next turn. So good turn, Chuey. Going into Drukhari, turn 3. Drukhari, turn 3. Defend stronghold. So we don't want that part of the battlefield getting hit. And behind enemy lines. So get my opponent's deployment zone. So we want to do a sort of a pincer maneuver by the sounds of it. I want to get this side, defend that. I want to get that side in the deployment zone, and then just pick out these targets. This is kind of the perfect way to fight Marines because you're elite, your sort of units are all getting separated and we can sort of prey on the weak units. So I really like this.
We don't have weak units.
Well, what I've done is that's gone over there and they've jumped out to get behind enemy lines. The Silent Tyrant and his lads have scuffed themselves against that wall, and they got overwatched by Azrael, a heavy bolter and a normal bolter, and they managed to survive it. So that's good news, isn't it? This has moved over here to get some shots off on them Vanguard Vets. I'm just going to put as much firepower into them as I can, hopefully take that objective back. This is moved forward the Ravager to get line of the Vanguard Vets and these Terminators. I've jumped back on that objective to grab it back, and we're going to put some shots onto them as well. These two have touch tips, and they're going to get some shots on them Terminators as well. All these have jumped forward. They're going to put as much shots into that vehicle as they can, and then on their 6-inch move after the shot, they're just going to try and screen as much as they can so they can't grab my objective. This guy filled Battle Shock, so he's just on his own there. I don't really know what I'm doing with him. I just put him there to maybe later turn secondaries, like engaging all fronts, things like that. So yeah, let's do some shooting. So first bit of shooting, we have the first unit of Scourge at the front, shooting into the Speeder. So this is -1 to hit, yeah, it's got stealth.
Yep.
So I'll use a pain token on to give them reroll hits. So hitting on 5s, rerolling. So far, so good. Rerolling them. No, they all missed. Then with devastating wounds on 4s. That is 9 devastating wounds, sir. 9 devastating wounds. I've used another pain token, so I'm down to 1 now on the next units, because this is hitting on 5s as well. How many wounds are you on? 1 wound remaining. I like it. Hitting on 5s. 2 hits. Not as good as last time, but re-rolling. Got another 3 through there, so I just need 1 4 here. And they've done it. Another 9 devastating wounds through on it. It's the best I've ever done this Scourge for me. I'm going to move them, do a bit of blocking, and see where we're at. So we're reversing, rewind. You actually had a fort feel no pain there?
Yep.
Because the line's next to you. So you're alive on 3 wounds remaining. So let's just keep shooting it. We've got one more Scourge here. 2 shots hitting on 5s. Can he do it? He can't. What a loser. I'll do all the movement. So he's just going to tuck back into there. I'll move all these and then we'll be right. So we're going to ignore that over there and head over to the left flank. The unit that jumped out of the Venom are all going into these Vanguard Vets. So the Dark Lance, let's see if it can hit. It hasn't hit all game. It hits. Wounding on 2s. Of course. Of course. We've got a Blaster. Hits. Wounding on 2s. It does wound. 4 invulnerable save, sir. He saves it. Lovely. Shredder. D6 shots. Wounding on 3s. These aren't -1 to wound, are there?
No.
No. So 2 saves, no AP. So 2 free ups. 1 takes a wound. Then we have a Splinter Cannon. 3 hits. Wounds on 3s. 2 wounds. -1 AP. 2 damage each.
2 damage each.
So kill 2, yeah?
Yeah.
Splinter Rifle. Both hit. 1 wounds. Normal save. 1 takes a wound. So 2 dead, 1 on 1 wound, yeah?
Yep.
Might as well go straight to the Venom while we're here. So 6 shots, hitting on 3s. 2 6s, so that's sustained. And then wounding on 3s. You've got 5 saves, -1 AP. 2 damage a pop.
Now that's the squad.
Gets the squad. This Venom shot into these lads because I couldn't see the other Terminator site to shoot into these knights and didn't do anything. So I'll go to this one next, the Ravager, and that's going to go into the Terminators. What they're called? Deathwing Terminators.
Deathwing Terminators, yeah.
So 9 shots it is, not 6. 9 shots hitting on 3s. Hitting on 3s, right?
Yeah.
You're not -1 to hit her out.
Just -1 to wound.
-1 to wound, yeah. So wounding on 4s. You've got 3 saves on your in-wound, sir. 3 wounds through.
One goes through.
Is there 1 on 2 wounds?
There's 1 on 1 wound.
1 on 1 wound, so 1 dies, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you want to do it for the next one? Because the next one will probably shoot the same target.
Yeah, can do.
So you're going to Awful Moment, yeah?
Armor
Sorry, not
Contempt.
Awful Moment. Armor Contempt. Yeah. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So same targets, hitting on 3. Hitting on 3s. I keep thinking the next to the lion. 3 sustain there. And then we're wounding on 4s. So that is 5 saves. Sorry, it's not worth Armor Contempt against these. We had this conversation last time, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
So 5 4-ups, 2 damage a pop.
2, that's 1 dead, that's 2 dead.
So it leaves the... Oh, that gets me another pain token, that's nice.
That's the Librarian.
That is nice. That's that one shot. I've got a few more stuff to shoot. I'll have a little think. So this Ravager is going to go into that speeder. -1 to hit, right?
Yep.
So hitting on 4s, might as well try take them last 3 wounds off. But it's not looking very likely. Not looking very likely at all. Do I get to reroll 1s? Let me double check. No, of course I don't. It's just reroll hits against a target at full strength, which this one isn't. And then wounding on strength 6 or 5 and 6s, I'm guessing?
Yep.
No, nothing. It's a long shot. So I've just got them few bits in the middle left. I'll have a think and I'll get back to you. This Venom here, might as well try and take out the Librarian, because it is a pain token if I get him. So 6 shots. There's 4, 5, 6. So 3 hits, 2 sustained, and then we're wounded on 3s. 4 saves, my friend. 4 saves.
-1. Oof,
2 damage a pop.
So that's 4, he's down to 1 damage, to 1 wound.
Down to 1. Let's go to the little Cabalite unit here. I'll put the Shredder and the Splinter Rifle into him, and then, and I'll just put the other stuff into these, I guess. Do you know what? I'll put the Shredder, Splinter Rifle, Splinter Cannon into him. I'll put the Dark Lance in the Blaster, into these lads. So start off with a shredder. D6 shots, 1. Wounding on 3s. He's not -1 to wound, is he?
Only if your strength is higher.
It is higher, so either way it'd wound on a 4. 2 up save, live or die. No, he's all right. He's all right. We've got a splinter cannon hitting on 3s. 2 hits, wounding on 3s. 1 wound, AP 1. Roll at 3, 1 or 2. No. We've got a splinter rifle. Can this kill him? 3 hits because sustained. 3s. 2 saves. Roll a 1, please. He rolls a 1.
I will roll a 1 for you.
That kills the librarian. Lovely jubbly. You CPing it?
You idiot.
CP well spent, Chuey lad. CP well spent.
Never spend a CP to reroll a 1. Idiot.
We've got a blaster going into the Deathwing Knights. Hits and it's sustained. Lovely. Wounding on... He's -1, right?
No, they were -1 to hit.
But not -1 to wound, no?
Unless your strength is higher.
It is higher.
All right, okay. So, yeah.
Is that like your detachment roll? Is it?
Detachment roll is if the strength of your weapon is higher, yeah.
So wounding on 4s now. So 1 wound on your invuln. Just go through its D6 damage. So that might be actually kill a knight here. No. 1 damage. I've got a Dark Lance going into him, hitting on 4s. Misses. Great. That's them shot. I've just got 2 Venoms left. I'll have a little look, see what I can see, but I think they're probably just going to be going to Deathwing Knights. If they are, I won't bother recording it. So that is everything shot. Was it enough? We have a charge. This is very, very important because if these make a 7-inch charge into them, even just contest the objective or take it off you, I don't have to kill them all. I just have to basically kill the unit that are on it, besides from Azrael. But then Azrael could kill him in return. It's pretty big. It's pretty big. These are my contract targets. I've got lots of strats I can use to help me. But I've got a 7-inch charge, re-rollable, yeah? 7-inch charge, re-rollable. Doable, yeah? That's a 6. This is a bad start. I'm going to CP it. If I fail this, this could be massive, Chuey. This could be absolutely
Well, could you feel it then,
humongous.
please?
I won't. On a 10. On a 10, sir. They have made it. The Silent Tyrant is not letting me down. He is not letting me down. So these are in combat. A lot's been used here. So you've popped your Watcher. So you've got Folk Feel No Pain against Devastating.
Yep.
I have empowered them so they get devastating wounds against the infantry, which these are. Also, they'll get full rerolls to hit because of the Silent Tyrant, because of the pain token. Then I've used 2 strats. 1 to give these +1 to hit. If I kill this unit, everything in Chuey's army has to take a battle shock test. So that's pretty good. I've also give them a 5-up crits, so I get sustained hits on 5s. So is everyone with me? You've got a 4 invuln though, yeah?
Yes.
So there's a lot going on here. So hitting on 2s, re-rolling. Sustained hits on 5s, yeah? So far, so good. I might as well fish for 5s. I think it'd be daft not to, because this is very, very important. So I get 2 1s and 2 5s, so it makes no difference. But I'll add all that up and I'll do some wounding. Now, we're wounding on 3s, 6s are devs. I don't even know if I want devs. If you've got a 4 against
Wounding on
devs.
4s, because your strength is higher than my toughness.
That is true. Wounding on 4s, 6s are devs. Let's see what we can get. We can turn one of these to a 6. That's once per game thing. So let's have a look what type of saves you've got here. I'll get back to you. So Chuey's got 7 saves. Might be worth doing these 5 at a time. And then 2 devs go through. So 5 4-ups. Roll low, please. Oof. Your roll's very low. 1, so you need 1 more to roll.
4 dead.
He dies as well.
Dead.
And then you've got 1 more on Azrael. He's all right.
He's okay.
And then you've got 4 devastating wounds on Azrael. So 4 4-ups. So he takes 2 wounds. So let's see if the Silent Tyrant can take out Azrael. He's done nothing for me ever. Let's see if he can finally do something. Come on. The Silent Tyrant is going to step up and be the leader he needs to be. Going to hit Azrael. Azrael's on 4 wounds remaining. So the Silent Tyrant with his 5 attacks, can he do it? Hitting on 2s, re-rolling. So I'm just going to keep fishing for 5s for the sustains. So I've got 3 more on top of that. Thank you very much, Chuey. We've came away from the dice. It's Chuey. We've got 3 more on top of that, not 1. Please give me another 2 dice. It's cheeky, isn't he?
Just shows how much attention I pay to you.
Put them there, thank you very much. Wounding on 4s, but these are devastating as well. Okay, everyone with me. Tyrant, don't let me down. How many CP have I got? I've got 3. I'm going to re-roll one of them. You've got 3 saves on your invuln, sir. 3 saves on your invuln. Kill Azrael, please. So he's took 1 so far. He has 1 wound remaining. He's dead. Azrael.
I'm going to have the CP re-roll that, aren't I?
You can. You've got 3 devastating wounds coming through after as well.
It's not going to make a difference, really, is it?
Well, you can block them on 4s though, can't you?
Yeah.
You CPing it?
Yeah. Oh, no. I rolled a 2
No,
into
you
a 2.
rolled a 2 into a 2. Of course you do, Chuey. And the Silent Tyrant kills Azrael. That is massive. And the reason it is massive is because when it goes to Chewy's turn, he's only going to score 3 for each of them. Well, actually, he won't score this one because they're there, so he'll only score 3 points for primary. And you have to take a battle shock and everything as well, don't forget.
Yep.
And also, I get 3 pain tokens. And if he's alive in my next turn, which I'm going to tuck him up into that corner, then I can get another contract out. So it's pretty big, really. Chuey, should we record you doing battle shocks and everything?
Yeah, we'll do that now. So this guys, they're fine. A Dark Shroud, which probably would have had to do a battle shock anyway.
He's all right.
They're okay.
So nothing so far.
They're okay.
They're okay. The Lion.
Mr. Lion. Of course he's fine.
Okay. So I just get basically 3 pain tokens for killing them. Because that's my thing for killing the contract. And then that's that. They're going to tuck in there and we'll do a quick end of turn roundup. So end of Drukhari, turn 3. Defense stronghold still in play. Behind enemy lines, I get for 4 points. So I've got 2 units in Chewy's lines. That couldn't have gone any better, really. I've sort of pinned Chuey in this section here. You've got some really strong units that'll probably clear out the whole midfield, but it's that catching up game Chuey needs to do now. So going into Dark Angels, turn 3. Dark Angels, turn 3. Extend battle lines, so hold 2 objectives in no man's land for 4 points, 1 for 2. And mark for death. Kill a unit I pick for 5 points or a unit you pick for 2 points. So what have you done, Chuey lad?
Brought the scouts forward to take over this objective while the Deathwing Knights go hunting some Scourge. The Lion has charged through this part of the building here to get a bait on this Venom. These Knights have gone up against this unit of warriors who have made my Oath of Moment target and my Marked for Death target.
Yep.
The Landspeeder Vengeance is just shuffled around here, so he's giving his aura out to these 2 units.
Yes. And my Marked for Death targets were the 3 Ravagers. So yeah. You're going for your one, I'm guessing, yeah. Anything else, Chuey? Is that everything?
I believe so.
I believe that's everything. Nothing else happened, does it? I feel like I'm forgetting something. I don't know why.
We'll remember.
Yeah, and these are the Awful Moment target.
Yeah.
Sweet. So going into the shooting. So the unit of scouts starting off the shooting, going into this unit of Scourge here. So let's do it, Chuey.
So I've got 2 bolt guns and a shotgun, which I'm going to roll together because they're the same, more or less the same profile. So they're hitting on 3s. Not great start. And they're winding on 3s, presumably. Yeah. 1, no AP.
No AP, so it'll be a 4 observe. Nope, that gets 1.
And the heavy bolter. 1 sustained goes back in. And
Freeze. 5 observes. So 2 die. Splat, splat. So So the lion shooting his bolt pistol into this unit of scourge in front of him. I'm choking on them peanuts you just give us. And I am talking about peanuts, that isn't euphemism.
That was my plan, I should have given them to you earlier.
I know, yeah.
One miss, and wounding on...
You get to re-roll, doesn't he? Hits or something?
It's a melee.
That's in melee, alright.
Only the one.
Only the one. Any AP on that?
1 AP.
1 AP, so 5 up. Yep, kill a scourge, sir. Dark Shroud, Heavy Bolter, going to the same unit of Scourge. 2 hits. No, nothing. That's all you're shooting, right?
Yep.
Going into the charge phase. All the charges have been made. These Deathwing Terminators have moved into them Scourge. It's gone a bit blurry there. There we go, back to normal. Them ones went into them Cabalite Warriors, and the Lion's gone into these Scourge and that Venom. So I'll let you know how these combats go. I can pretty much imagine though. So the combats went pretty much how you'd imagine, and I've got nothing left. So that's that. You've got your little watcher there, don't forget him. Run. Yeah, so that's everything in the middle dead now. We're going to do a quick end of the turn roundup. So end of the turn, I get my 3 points for Defend Stronghold. You get 4 points for Extend Battle Lines and 2 points for Mark for Death. So you get 6, I get 3, going into Drukhari turn 4. And of course, Chuey didn't have what we thought he did. We thought he had Secure No Man's Land, where you hold 2 objectives in No Man's Land. He actually had Extend Battle Lines, where you have to hold your home objective. Because we've both thought he had this, we're just going to say he did have this. So he scored 5 points for it instead of 4. Because the whole game would have been, this whole turn would have been different. He'd have probably discarded it, or deep struck the lion, like move the lion up and put it back down again. So we're just going to say he had this. So he got 5 points for that, not 4. Going into Drukhari turn 4. So Drukhari turn 4, Secure No Man's Land and Sabotage. So Secure No Man's Land, you get 2 objectives marked in No Man's Land. Yep. Sabotage, do an action in a terrain piece, in No Man's Land for 3 points, or enemy deployment for 6 points, and it ends at the end of my opponent's turn, so they can stop that. So Secure No Man's Land, I think I'll probably be getting 2 points for that, because I'm only probably going to get this one. I have moved Drazana's Incubi to go and fight them, but I don't think they're going to come out the winners of that fight. You can heroically intervene, or when I charge you, you've got a strat to, what does he do?
Basically, if I'm within 3 inches and not in engagement range of one of your units that's just finished a charge, I can then charge it.
That's just heroically intervene, isn't
it? Essentially, but I don't get a charge bonus for it.
Oh, so you do get it for this one? For your strat? You don't get it for heroically intervene?
No, I don't get a charge bonus for the strat either.
Ah.
But it's... So
what's the difference? We'll figure that out later. But basically, I don't want him to heroically intervene, so what I've done, I've moved my Venom forward. My Venom's going to charge the Lion, so he can let Drazar do his business. They're -1 damage, so they're only going to be 1 damage, so it's not going to be great, but we'll see what they can do. I've used a strat, so my Tyrant has got a new contract out, and we've put it on these lads here. So we've got sustained it again on infantry. That's moved forward just to do a bit of move blocking, because I don't want the Lion jumping on my home objective in his turn. Also, he's moved forward just to do a bit of blocking. This guy is moved over here and got a line of sight on the scouts over there to try and deny Chuey them primary. This Ravager's popped its nose out. This Venom stayed on that objective, but can still shoot at them lads on that objective. This one's popped its nose out, and them Cabalites are doing the action on that terrain piece for my sabotage. So let's do some shooting. So we've just read that strat. Actually, it's at the end of my charge phase. I don't even have to have charged. Chuey's units can just charge me, which is actually fantastic. It would have came in massively. We were just talking for all these Scourge that were here. because I still would have move blocked. I'd have just put him out of 3 inches of the lion. I'm guessing he's not.
He's not Deathwing.
Yeah, so 3 inches of the lion or 6 inches with the Terminators. So it probably wouldn't have been too different. I'd have just been a little bit further back. But yeah, it might have came up a different time in this game. I'm not too sure. I've been quite far away from you this game, so maybe it wouldn't have came up. But it's a really good strat, that, so it's worth thinking about. First bit of shooting, Ravager into them scouts there. So I should have probably got my dice ready off cam, but we've started now, so let's finish it. Hitting on 3s, yeah. 2 sustain there, so they all hit. Wounding on, what's toughness of the scout? 4?
4.
Wounding on 3s. You've got 6 saves at -3, so technically -2. So that's 6 ups. Each one is a dead scout, so scouts have been destroyed. Next bit of shooting, I'm going to shoot this Ravager into these Deathwing Knights here. Sorry, these were my contract because I planned to do a lot of crits on 5s and that into them. With Dressage unit, do lots of crits, so these are my contract, it wasn't them. So I'm just going to put this into them. And I'm going to, I might even use that strat now to do 5s and then use it again in the fight phase. Yeah, let's do that. So I've used a CP, I'm down to 2. And I'll shoot them. Not that it's going to do much damage, this is only technically damage 1 against them. So 6, 7, 8, 9. Hitting on, are these -1 to hit? Yeah.
Yes.
So I probably won't use that, it's pointless. No, do you know what? Sack it, I said it, so let's use it. Hitting on 4s though. These are at full strength, so I can re-roll.
They have a wound, but does that matter? They have 2 wounds.
I think that'd be on a vehicle or a monster.
Ah, right, okay.
I don't think that'd be the...
It's the model count, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's the model count. Let us know in the comments about that. I'd probably say it's the model count. What would you say?
Yeah, I probably would, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. 1, 2, 3, it's the model count. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so let's just say it's not, I can't really roll them because they've took a wound, but let us know about that if anyone does know. Sustained, then wounds on 4s. -1 to wound. So 4 saves, -3.
Ooh.
So
1 dead and 1 on 3 wounds.
Yep. I'm actually just going to use, I've got 8 what they call pain tokens here, so I might as well use one, just make them -1 to hit. I know they're next to the lion and they'll get to reroll 1s, but they'll be hitting on 3s instead of 2s, so let's do it. I'll have a little think, I'll get back to you. Scourge shooting into this speeder. I should have tried getting rid of this first so I don't have all these -1s to hit. So I might as well use another thing, so it's I'm down to 6 now. Pain token, hitting on 5s. Re-rolling. So 1 hit, wounds on 4s. So that's just 3 mortal wounds. You get to roll 3, feel no pains. He's fine. He is fine. I'll have a little think, I'll get back. I was having a little think whether to shoot some stuff into the speeder, try and get rid of that stealth, but I just don't think I'm going to do much damage to it. All my strength of my weapons are only strength 6 from the Ravagers, and that's toughness 9, I think, so it probably wouldn't even be worth having wound on 5s and 6s. Tell you what, let's shoot the Venoms first, all into these, and then I'll go, then I'll see what's what after this. So, first Venom, it's the one next to the lion there, going into him, hitting on 3s. Hitting on 4s, sorry, which they all miss. Great. I hate that speeder. Venom number 2, hitting on 4s. Again, it's coming into play, that Venom, that speeder. Wound on 3s, 1 save, -1. 1 free up, he's all right. Venom number 3. To be honest, I should have just shot the Ravager first at the speeder, shouldn't I?
Would have made the rest of your shooting easier.
Yeah, I don't know why I've waited this long, but let's just carry on. 2 sustain there, and then wounding on 3s. You've got 4 saves, -1. 4 saves, that's -1.
Who was this on? Sorry, was this on the speeder?
No, this is on the...
Oh, the Terminators.
Yeah. So 1 goes through, it's usually 2 damage, but it goes down to 1. So 1 and 2 wounds. the Ravager. Oh, what shall I do? What shall I do? I'm going to have to put it into that unit of Deathwing, because I need one more dead for the Incubi to do a good enough hit, because they're only going to be 1 damage. That's the issue. So the Ravager's going into him as well, hitting on 4s. Not good enough. 6 is sustained. Lots of misses. Wounding on 4s. Just 2, -3. So I can't kill one. But I do take 1 down to 1 wound. Oh, there's only 1 or 2 wounds. I do kill 1.
You kill 1, yeah.
Great news. Great news.
Unless I decide to CP it.
Up to you, man.
Do you know what? If this is your last shooting, wasn't it?
My last bit of shooting, yeah.
Yeah, so this was... None of these have gone well for me, so...
Might as well try.
Yeah.
There we go. At least one's gone well for you. So, 1 down onto 1 wound. Let's do some charging, I guess. All the charging's been done. Venom into the Lion. Drazar's unit got an 11 into the Death Shroud. Not the Death Shroud. Into the Knights. It's been a long day, hasn't it? So, they've charged into them. No more charges happening, I believe. So, yeah, let's do some combat. So, starting with this combat, I'll start with the Incubi. So, these are only damage 1, but I'm going to use 2 CP again. 1 for the crits on 5s and 1 for the +1 to hit. I would have got +1 to hit if Chuey failed Battle Shock, but yes, just hasn't been failing Battle Shock on these lads. So these attacks hitting on 2s. Let's see how they do. Crits on 5s and 6s. So I've got some 1s there. I've got a few 5s and 6s. I'll let you know. Oh, drop 1. So these are wounded on 3s because they're strength 5, toughness 5, but then we're +1 to wound because of Drazar. Yeah. So of course I've used a pain token on these lads. So wounded on 3s, quite a few there. Yeah, all them -2, my friend. So Chuey has got 14 saves. He's used Armor Contempt, so it's only -1 this. 14 saves and 3 devastating wounds go through, but you have got a fort feel no pain for devastating wounds. So 14 free ups, and these are only 1 damage a pop. 14 free ups. That's looking very, very good.
That's 2 go through.
3 go through, I think there. You just took 3 out there. These 3.
Oh, sorry, the 3. Yeah. It's been a long day.
Yeah. And then 3, 4 feel no pains.
3, 4 feel no pains.
So 4 go through. So 1 dies, 1's down to 1 wound. Yeah. I'll quickly do Drazar, and then that's that. Drazar's turn to try and hit them. Hitting on 2s. Luckily, I'm re-rolling hits here because you're below starting strength. So I'm just going to re-roll all them and fish for them 5s, which is better. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 in. And then we're wounding on 3s, +1 to wound. So we've got 3 are devastating. So you've got 4 saves at -1 because you've Armor Contempted.
1 goes through.
1 goes through. So you've got so 3 damage on that guy and 1 wound. You don't need to roll these. He's just dead because these aren't devastating.
Oh, aren't they devastating?
That one isn't that you've just.
No, sorry. It was,
so he's dead, and then you've got 6 to do on 1 guy. Yeah, 6 to do on 1 guy. So you've got 4 wounds each, right?
Yeah.
So how many he took?
2, 3, 4. So that's him.
1 guy dead, and then you've got 3 to do on the last guy. So he takes 2. So last guy is down to 2 wounds remaining, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, we nearly took them out. If you hadn't have Armor Contempted that, I'd have killed him, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
But 1 down to 2 wounds. Now we've got the Lion to hit. We should have done the Lion first, but it doesn't really matter what order we're going here. So Lion attacking next into the Venom. So the Lion, of course, well and truly tore that Venom a new one. Now we've just got the Terminator to hit the Incubi back.
5 attacks hitting on 2s. And he's already
on 3s now, sir. You are -1 to hit because I used my thing on you when I shot you with my Ravager.
That's just rude. That's what that is.
So 5 attacks hitting on 3s, yeah?
Re-rolling 1s because of the Lion.
Roll some 2s, please.
Yeah, that's what'll happen.
Not 1, not a sausage, but you might hear. Yay!
So that's 1 devastating goes back in.
Sustained, yeah.
Sustained, sorry. And it's strength 6, so it's
wounded on 2s. Yeah.
And these are also devastating. These are devastating. Rerolling 1s.
Oh, thank goodness. No! So 2 just die outright. And then what's the AP on this?
-2.
-2, so 1, 5 up. Not 3 die. Nice hit back. So 3 incubi dead. I'll have a little look at the scorecards. End of Drukhari, turn 4. Secure no man's land for 2 points. I just got 1 in no man's land. Sabotage is still in play. Going into the Dark Angels, turn 4. Onto Dark Angels, turn 4. Extend battle lines. So this actually is the one where you need to hold your home objective in 1 in no man's land. If you hold just 1 in no man's land, you get 2 points, which he's going for. Display of Might have more units in no man's land than I do. And you should get that as well. You only need to kill 2 units. So what have you done, Chuey?
So, the Dark Shroud has pulled back around here to try and protect himself for a turn 5 jump onto this objective, but he's open to a lot of shooting, so whether he survives or not is going to be interesting. These Deathwing Knights have advanced this far, and they can use a strat to allow them to charge.
Basically what you want it to do is charge that, kill it in combat, and consolidate onto this to stop me from getting the big points in my turn 5.
Exactly, and I've made that my oath of moment target.
Yes.
And the Lion and the Deathwing Knight here has remained in combat. And that's basically all I can do.
Nice. So all you need to do is kill 2 units. If you kill this in them 3, you'll get Display of Might, yeah?
Yep.
Nice. Easy peasy. And that filled Battle Shock, that over there. So going into the shooting. So the Lion shot into combat and killed one of them incubi. Now it's charge phase. These lads are going into this Ravager. So you literally anything, even a Snake Eyes would get you in, but that's even better. That's a rare. That's a big charge. And then we've got, is there any more charges?
Nope.
No, that's it.
That's
nice.
it.
So the Lion is attacking Drazar in his incubi. Can he kill them? 16 attacks is the sweep mode, yeah?
Sweep mode is hitting on 2s, unless you're -1 to hit.
No, I'm not, sadly.
And sustained 1 as well. And he's re-rolling 1s because of his Primarch ability. Not 1, 6. I mean,
I wouldn't worry too much, but I think you might do all right here. Wounding on 2s.
And re-rolling 1s.
Re-rolling 1s.
No 1s, so that would be 15 altogether, I think.
Is that 15 invuln saves, yeah?
Yes, 15 at -3.
10, 11, 12, 13. I mean, I should probably just say the dead, but these are damage 2, right?
Damage 2.
5 up invuln on the incubi left. He's alive. He's dead. Now, all these 4 invulns on Drazar, unless you see some amazing roll what absolutely peaks, then I'm sure he's dead as well. I mean, 2 go through, all 3.
3.
So if I re-roll on these, he could stay alive.
Yeah, potentially.
Can you believe that, Chuey?
That's the way this game has gone, really, isn't it?
He's alive.
Oh, Jesus.
He's alive. What do you think of that? I was just going to pick him up as well. So at least he gets to slap your Terminator.
Yeah.
So Drazar is going to go down swinging. He gets 6 attacks. I've used a strat to give him, if he kills this unit, Chewie's whole army to take a battle shock. Because this is my contract target. Also, he has devastating wounds. He also has reroll hits and wounds because you're below half strength, and crits on 5s. So this is pretty big. Hitting on 2s. Re-rolling. Let's try and get them sustained going. So 1 miss there, but I've got 3 sustained. You've used armor contempt, Chuey.
Yep.
Wounding on strength. What strength is he? Let me double check. Yeah, so he's strength 6, so he'd be wounded on 4s because of the -1 to wound, but then he's +1 to wound because of the pain token. So wounded on 3s, re-rolling. And these are devastating as well. This is probably overkill, but it's very important that this guy dies. So you've got 6 saves and 2 devastating wounds.
So 6 saves, 3 ups.
3 ups. Oh, he is all kinds of dead. He's been sliced and diced. Well done, Drazar. You've done all right there. So Chuey went outside, had 2 minutes to relax. He's came back in and he's calm now. So it's time.
I'm calm now!
So he's now going to hit this, take out his anger on this poor Ravager. So hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s because of the lion.
Oh, lovely jubbly. Oh, lovely jubbly. Nice. So these are wound on 4s, anti-vehicle 4+. Chuey, what are you playing out with these bad rolls?
6, 7. Yeah, that's typical for me today. 7 on...
What's the damage of these?
-2, 2 damage.
6, 7. So these are 6 ups to be fair. You should be able to take this out. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You do kill it. Does it blow? It does.
Of course it does.
I think it's only D3 mortal wounds, but I'll double check after I've rolled. So that is 3 mortal wounds, mate. 3 mortal wounds. And you ignore them all. I'm not even going to bother double checking. I don't care. So these Deathwing Knights have jumped onto my home objective. I stole his. He's now stole mine. So we'll do a quick end of turn roundup. So end of Dark Angel's turn 4. Extend battle line to 2 points. Display of Might's a real letdown for Chuey because he should have got 4 points there. But with Drazar surviving then killing your Deathwing Knight, that doesn't get him this. So you're going to get rid of that for a CP, yeah?
Yeah.
Sabotage I get for 6 points. Going into Drukhari 5th and final turn. Also, we need a load of battle shocks for you for killing that unit, but we'll do that off cam. Drukhari turn 5. This is the twilight hours of the game. Our last hit. Mark for death. Chewie's only got 3 units, so I'll kill any of them. I get 5 points. Airy Denial. Get Chuey out the centre, so kill the lion, which is very law accurate here. The lion's in the middle of the battlefield, fighting for his life, and everything's going for him. We've got the fake Archon, who pretends he's a silent tyrant. We've got the silent tyrant himself, who's just took the soul from Azrael back there. We've got Drazar fighting for his life in combat. And all these vehicles have came around as well because I might need to do some tank shocking. So everything's going for him. We're ignoring everything else. Oh, this one's popped its nose out to try and get that because that's 5 points. If I do kill it, he's moved forward as well to jump on that objective. Not like I need to jump on it, but it's mainly just to get a shot on him. So yeah, let's do some shooting, see how this goes. Cheers, Chuey. You told me that there was a squad behind there that were doing the action in that terrain piece. So they've moved out as well, and they're going to try and get some shots off on the lion. So I couldn't do my other contract. I was going to do it, but I ended up using a CP to pass Battle Shock with him because, would you believe it, the lion failed his leadership test when I killed that unit, and all Chewie's units had to do Battle Shocks. So Drazar has not only survived his hits, killed his little mate, but now he's also took that objective off him. He is just rubbing salt in the wound right there, isn't he? So yeah, let's do some shooting.
That's 9.
Everything's going to shoot into the lion. So this unit back here, we've got, we're not within 12 inches. Would you check if they're within 18 inches? I don't think they are. Because of the blaster.
Yep.
Nice. So the blaster's going to shoot him as well. So we'll start off with the blaster, hitting on 4s because you're in combat. It hits, and that isn't sustained. I was going to say it was there. Strength 8, so 5s. No. Then we've got a Dark Lance. These are nothing this game, but it does hit this time. Wounded on 3. No! Right, we've got a what's it called? A cannon. I can't remember what they're called. Summit cannon. You know what I mean. Hitting on 4s, on 5s. It does hit. Wounding on. You're not infantry, are you? No. So 6s. No, nothing. That's that unit. Great. The 2 Venoms shooting into the line, so I'll just do these together. Hitting on 4s. How many hits have we got there? Not many. Got 2 sustained. Wounding on 6s. Nothing. That's them gone. I told you the line would be a pain in my neck. We've got the Ravager, so that gets 9 shots. 1, 9. So hitting on 4s. He's on full wounds, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I get to re-roll these then. It's nice, isn't it? It's really nice. 2 more. Wounding on strength 6, so 5 and 6s. Oh, like that. 5 saves on your invuln, sir. 5 saves on your invuln, sir.
5 3-ups.
2 damage.
So 2 damage.
Nice. 3-up invuln. That is a horrific, that. What else have we got? Nothing else over there. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this Scourge into that, and you don't get your protection against devs anymore, do you?
No.
Do you know what as well? That Ravager that just shot the lion, I'm going to make you -1 to hit. So you're hitting on 3s now. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Still re-rolling 1s.
Still re-rolling 1s, but if you get a few 2s, I might save a couple of my models. So this, into him, I'm going to use another pain token so I can re-roll hits. So hitting on 5s, re-rolling. No. And I just need a 4 here, and it's dead. Don't have a CP. Yeah, boy. That gets your vengeance. Doesn't matter if it blows up or not.
No.
So this might as well, I'm just going to put it into the them Terminators there. Doesn't really matter, it probably won't do much. 6, 7, 8, 9. Hitting on 3s. What was that? Someone screaming. Wounding on 4s. You have 3 saves on your invuln. Yeah, they're fine. So that's everything shot. Let's do some charging. So starting off with this unit in the charge phase, into the lion. I'm going to need a 5 or a 6. That's a 4. That is a 4. I'm probably not going to kill a lion. I'm not going to kill him.
You want to use your free strat?
Yeah, I've got a free strat, so I'm probably going to have to use it. I've got all these ready to do tank shocks, but I've just thought, I don't have any CP. I'll use my free strat with him to re-roll it. I was going to use it for the Silent Tyrant, but that might make it a 4. Yeah, that's a big fail. Silent Tyrant, an 8. Come on, because that one's an idiot. You're an idiot as well. You're an idiot as well. So let's just put a load of vehicles into him. A Venom. I bet it gets a 6. That fails as well. No one wants any smoke with a lion. I mean, at this stage, I'm just not going to...
That Venom will do.
Is that in?
Yeah.
Cheers, mate. Get it in there. I might as well move my Ravager in as well then. That'll need about a 5 or 6. Oh, great. That does get in. So I'm not going to kill a lion, so it doesn't really matter about this, but if I can just tie him up.
So I get to strike first.
And he gets to strike first, so... yeah, let's see what he does. So he's putting everything into Drazar's sweep attack. I was going to just pick him up, but how funny would it be if I survived again?
You just want to rub salt into the wounds, don't you?
Oh, he loves it. He loves it. So you're hitting on 3s here, you're re-rolling 1s. Get a load of 2s, please. No 2s so far. We got a load of 1s to re-roll. Get a load of 2s now. No. This could be your dead Drazar people.
Once again, no more sustains.
This could be a dead Drazar people. Lots and lots of wounds. Oh, lots and lots of wounds. I mean, let's roll 1 dice. He's alive. Let's roll another dice. Oh, he's dead. That's a nightmare. But that's Drazar dead. He done his job more than enough. And that's turn. I'll do a quick end of turn roundup. So end of Drukhari, turn 5, and end of the game. That's everything I can do. Mark for death, I get 5 points for killing the speeder. Ares I don't get. I'm just going to get rid of for a CP. Going into the Dark Angels, 5th and final turn. Going into Dark Angels, 5th and final turn. Establish Locus, do an action in my deployment zone. You're in there with all your Terminators. Area denial, get me out the centre. And you be in the centre. So basically the Lion just have to kill them 2 vehicles he's in combat with. And also they're doing the action. And that'll be that. You'd get 3 points for that, 3 points for that. If you kill them 2, but you only need to kill 1 to be fair. And then obviously you start, oh no, you do need to kill both for area denial.
Yeah.
So yeah, kill them 2, 3 points for each of them, 5 points for area denial, and 4 points for established Locus. So let's do it. So the lion, they put the awful moment target on this Ravager. The lion's going to shoot the venom with his pistol. So how many shots is it?
2 attacks.
Which pistol are you using? The plasma one?
Arma Luminous Plasma.
Nice.
Hitting on 3 still, I assume?
Hitting on 3s, yeah. And you're in combat. Oh, that's pistol, but yeah, hitting on 3s.
Yeah,
so 1 hits, wounded on 3s.
Wounding on 3s, yeah.
I think. Unlucky. Do you not re-roll ones? That's just in melee.
That's just in the melee. You know what? I don't have any more anything else to spend the CP on at this stage. So of course,
obviously, what he's thinking there is if that takes 2 damage and it's only on 4 wounds in his strike mode, is 4 damage. So it just would have been less attacks to put into that. But I guess we're going to go into the combat phase.
So we'll take the 3 attacks at the venom.
Yeah, let's just go straight for it then.
Yep.
So 3 attacks at the venom in 5 into the Ravager. Yeah.
Yes.
Go for it.
Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s.
Mm-hmm. He's hitting on 3s because obviously he's -1 to hit. Re-rolling all... Oh no, it's not re-rolling all of them, is it?
Yeah.
So you need these 2 to wound.
You need these 2 to wound.
You need 2 2s here. Nice.
I get 2 2s.
So
and actually...
is that devastating?
Oh no, he's lethal.
Lethal. So if I roll 1 6, it survives then, yeah?
Yeah. Can I CP re-roll your wound, your wound rate?
So venom takes 4 wounds. So see if that pistol had gone through, that'd be dead. So that leaves it on 2 wounds, which doesn't get your areas in L, sadly, but you might as well do your last attacks on the venom. Ravager, sorry.
Hitting on 3s again, re-rolling everything because he's my oath target. Of course. And wounding on 3s this
yep.
one. So it's 3 at -4.
Wasn't that 4?
Sorry, 4 at -4.
4 at -4. So I think it has a 6 up invuln. Let's roll. So it'd be 4, 8. So either way, it doesn't matter. It'd be dead. See if it blows. No. So that's the Ravager dead. And that brings us to the end of the game. So I'm just going to do a quick end of turn, end of game roundup. 2 seconds. End of the Dark Angels, turn 5. Establish Locus for 4 points. Area Denial, he didn't get, sadly. So that puts us on 75 to the Drukhari, 50 to the Dark Angels. That's what we're painting. Meaning the Drukhari have managed to take Vorthrax, and the Lion will be getting took back to Comorra to get experimented on by those homunculi. There we have it, Chuey. Put it there, mate. What a game.
Yeah.
What a game. I really liked the Drukhari detachment.
Yeah,
I think it had some. I think them sustained hits army wide, basically without the Venoms, but the Venoms still get them because they've got splinter cannons. So having so many sustained hits when I'm shooting at your infantry, I just thought was really powerful. I think if you brought your bikes, I think they've done really well against your bikes. With them beat a lot of mean 2 damage, and I'd got the sustained hits against the bikes as well.
I said to you before, I thought about bringing a more vehicle heavy army initially. That might have given you a bit more of a challenge, I think. But what do you get against the vehicles? Is it lethal hits?
Lethal hits, yeah. So it's I just think the flexibility of picking, and then I think I got by having that Archon on the board, being in your back lines, and so being able to dish out them contracts whenever I wanted, and having that on linchpin as well, it pretty much fell perfect, the Drukhari game there, I think. You rolled really bad on some really key moments as well. I just feel like that for the Drukhari, that was the perfect game. And obviously with you being such an elite army, having them all sort of move blocking, separating them all out so I could pick on them units, and I just felt like that was exactly the kind of game that I want to go into.
Even the little bits at the end where I should have been able to just pick up a few points here and there, and then your guy there just how many saves did you have to make? And you made
it was like 15 saves, and I failed 3, re-rolled 1, and I ended up failing 2. So I think I really peaked my rolling. You did some really bad rolling, and I just feel like the Drukhari was sort of right place, right time all game. I did worry a little bit when I moved my army to my back line, because that's kind of, no army wants to be in that situation where you're just backlining your army. But I think I kind of had to, especially with that strat in my back pocket with the you can't target me out of 18. That comes in really handy, I think.
It sort of left me in the position of my strongest units could have sat on the middle objectives, but they can't. They're just going to get shot eventually.
Exactly. And the objective, what when you guys are watching on the left flank, that weirdly was probably the one you wanted to be on because you could hold that objective without being seen as well.
Yeah.
So you technically could have, I know you guys can't see, but sat in that corner. And because you went heavy on these, you kind of left that one.
Yeah. And I was basically just looking at the deployment more than anything else that led me into that. But
yeah.
But I was saying to you, a mate of mine, Phil, who watches the channel, he has commented before about how bad my rolling is. So thanks, Phil. You know,
you must have jinxed him because he's carry on rolling bad. Obviously, those of you guys who know how bad my Drukhari rolling is, I think it definitely turned around this game. You even said at one point we need to get those dice checked because usually they just roll so bad.
We need a steward's inquiry on them dice, definitely.
Yeah. So I'm not going to throw the dice in the bin. This was the final game. I was going to throw the whole army in the bin after this game, but this has restored my faith. And funnily enough, it was in one of the probably weaker detachments, I'd say. But I really like this detachment. And like I say, I'm not going to get too ahead of myself with this detachment because I just feel like this was complete opposites game-wise. I was a lot faster. You were very slow. You did some really bad rolling. I did some really good rolling. So I'm not going to get too carried away and say this is a good detachment, a good list. I just think it was matched really well into this game, I'd say.
Yeah.
I'm still not 100% sold on the Ravagers with the 3 disintegrator cannons. They definitely did better in this attachment with the sustained hits against the like Terminators in your troops, normal Marines and that. But I really do feel it when I don't have them Dark Lancers against things like the Lion. Things with -1 damage, Dark Lancers have done great into the Knights. It might be the case to take maybe 1 Ravager with them and then the other 2 with the Dark Lancers. But yeah, I think the Drukhari did well there. My man of the match was clearly Drazar, but the Silent Tyrant put in the work as well. So compared to my last game when I went against Ranny and his Death Guard, the Silent Tyrant Drazar just did nothing all game and then ended up getting killed. But this game they did really well. Have you got a man of the match?
I don't think I do, to be perfectly honest with you.
Not the Lion?
No, he whiffed on that on two attempts. He could have killed your guy in the middle there, and then he could have killed that Venom.
Yeah,
he didn't.
Yeah, and then he failed his battle shock.
And he failed his battle shock. Just so you know what, the Lion's gonna. You know, you said he's going back to Kumara. He's gonna go into the mists and the shadows and go and have a long hard think.
Is that what you call Kumara?
Yeah.
He's going to be coming out with like 3 arms and a different head attached to him, but he might be even better. You never know.
So no, I think I think the Dark Shroud actually, because giving a lot of units the -1 to hit against your endless ranged attacks.
Yeah.
If I didn't have that, it probably would have been a lot worse.
Yeah, 100%. That was actually really good. That aura, it's same with the devastating wound. It might have been worth looking at it. Obviously, we were talking about this turn 1 when I dropped. The turn 2 when I dropped him with all my Scourge. And obviously, I used that 18-inch thing where you couldn't target my Ravager turn 1. If your Dark Shroud was there, giving them that, so my Scourge had been hit on 5s.
Yeah.
I think you'd have probably had 1 alive still after that.
I know it's one of those things. I generally try to keep all 3 of those speeders together, and then for some reason I did. Best laid plans, whenever you're in the heat of battle, it sort of
100%.
I decided to split them, which obviously cost me, I think.
6-inch aura only gets you so far. If you really wanted to get your Terminators as well, because obviously your big block of 10 dropped in, and your other Terminators, your Knights started moving up. You can only get so many in the aura, and obviously you went for the Terminators.
I need to get another Dark Shroud, is what you're saying.
Yeah, basically. So, cheers for the game, mate. I really enjoyed that. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Is there anything you're changing your list, actually, before we go?
Well,
because I'm quite interested to know what you're getting next and what you're going to...
So the other variant of this list, which I do have already built, is I drop the 10 Terminators in the Librarian, and I bring in 9 actually, I think it is, bikes with a few character, Samael and a chaplain on bike.
All in one big block or separate units? Or?
I'd need to double check, but I think it's 2 units. It's 2 units of bikes.
Right.
And then there might be a command squad or a chaplain or Samael. I can't remember the configuration exactly. So that would have been, but then you still would have been getting sustained hits against the bikes.
Yeah.
And as much as I enjoy my Ravenwing, my issue with the bikes is I do sometimes think they're too much of a temptation to overcharge, and then you start losing hazardous rolls, and they can be against a fast army like this. I think it might have been the better option because it would have given me a bit more firepower. That's what I was really lacking. I think was a bit of firepower early game. The break of Terminators was essentially it.
Yeah,
well, especially once you took out the Vengeances.
Yeah, because I didn't have to worry too much about your shooting. After I took out the 2 Land Raiders, I sort of focused down them Terminators, and then after that, it was sort of I could just do what I wanted on the outskirts of this battlefield. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thanks to all your members, you're absolute legends. So $1.99 for the cheapest one, Chuey.
It's nothing, isn't it?
$1.99. So I've got what, 3,500 subscribers. That's $7,000 or something a month.
Good deal.
If everyone just gives me $1.99. So click that down below, join, become an absolute legend, and get me out of a job that I hate so I could do this full time. Yeah. And obviously check out Rogue Miniatures as well. 10% discount I'll leave in the description. So if you get a commission done by them, you get 10% off it. I look like I'm doing my job, so they'll keep doing stuff for me, and they're getting money as well because you're buying commissions off them. So win-win. Win-win. And check out Gamemat.eu. This mat is from Gamemat.eu. None of the terrain is, but they do pre-painted terrain I use on a lot of my games as well. I'll leave a 10% discount for them in the description as well. So cheers, Chuey, for coming. Thanks to you guys for watching. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe to get that algorithm going and get me seen.
And hype.
And hype as well. Don't forget to hype. So thank you very much. I really do appreciate all you supporters. So I'll see you in the next one. See you later.